I'm excited to be here today at the Advanced Research Centre at the University of Glasgow, co-hosting the celebration and network event focused on international development research here in Scotland. Today brings together researchers, research professionals, governments and funding bodies to celebrate research success, facilitate knowledge sharing and build new collaborations.
So today is an opportunity for higher education institutions across Scotland and their funders and supporters, backers to come together, share best practices, share up-to-date information on projects that have been taking place, and also help us to get a sense of the wider sector.
So for me, it's about celebrating success, it's about making linkages on what's going on in current research, but also I think the huge benefit we're providing both for ourselves as a country, but as well as internationally, and just a huge range of projects that are being undertaken just now is inspiring for us.
I think today has really been the first time that we've got a lot of scientists and a lot of researchers around Scotland together to talk about these common issues we're facing, but also just to connect.
And so the audience here today have representatives from, I think, all bar one of Scotland's 19 universities, and many of the funders of international research are also in the audience. So it gives a real opportunity to look at where we've been really successful in international development and how we are going to try and continue that.
Today we were presenting IGHD, the Institute for Global Health and Development at Glasgow University, key areas of research excellence, which mostly focus around health systems and health strengthening, but also around refugee integration and migration more broadly.
So today presented a little bit more about the work that SAMS undertakes in partnership with various funders and various organisations around developments around seaweed, aquaculture, as well as culture, climate change, and many other aspects around ocean governance perspectives.
So we are interested in finding out what makes international development organisations effective, and our focus is on funding structures. We follow the money and we investigate whether earmarked funding undermines the ability of international organizations to reach the Sustainable Development Goals.
So today I'm presenting about the real world impacts that our research has on communities across the world. You know, it's really important as well. I'll be saying a bit about how small grant schemes such as the SFC, ISPF and GCRF in the past have built up and allowed people to have those first connections. It allows them then to get their next first research grant and then allows them to get major international funding. So it's a real stepping stone.
Yeah, we were talking about our international work, particularly what's become quite a focus for us in terms of sub-Saharan Africa and being able to help with the challenges of boosting food production within a changed climate, while not changing the climate anymore.
I was presenting a portfolio of projects that we developed over a number of years that were really focused on embedding social innovation ecosystems within partner countries in low and middle income countries.
I think events like today are essential for a variety of reasons. One, it can bring context into the room and the difficulties around working and partnering in ODA related research. Secondly, I think it's really important. It also brings the funders, practitioners, researchers together in a room, I think, which really is essential. And it is an opportunity to also bring in the voices of some of the needs and the kind of work and research that's required for a more equitable space.
I think it's really important because, first, it's very rare actually currently for everyone to come together in a physical space. It's a really good way of demonstrating common interests and common areas of activity across Scotland, and also I think demonstrating a set of shared values, commitments to social justice, equity in partnerships and in research practice that is really evident in the things that people have to say.
These events are key because they put us together with other universities, other stakeholders and funders in particular, just to emphasize the relevance and the impact of our work and our research that can be done abroad but also in the context of Scotland. This brings us to a wider question, is where is the global? And the global is not only what happened outside, Scotland in the UK, but also how those impacts can have an effect on us as well. So the cross-learning becomes key and very important. The event that is organized today allows us to promote those conversations and to emphasize that the local is also global.
Although Scotland's a very small country, I really believe that the science, the research that has emanated from Scotland over many hundreds of years has been really relevant right across the globe, whether it's developing new technologies or new knowledge or new ways of thinking about social innovation. We've been really good at producing that work, and we need to make sure that we continue to work with our partners across the world in order to ensure impact.
One of the really important things that we're discussing today is that the need for long-term engagement in research projects internationally. The reason for that is that you can stop and start projects or you can keep them going for a very long term. The long term means that we build up that personal relationship with researchers around the world, that we can address major problems over a longer period of time. And the issue with that often is the funding faces a cliff edge, that therefore we need better and more sustainable systems of allowing research to continue for longer periods of time and to build research hubs around these people that are working.